My name is Carmen. Today we have a reading for you about somebody who has, I think, been kind of stuck in a relationship where they felt like they owed someone like their best attempt at this relationship, but they have recently decided that they couldn't fix this relationship or fix this person. So this King of Cups is someone who has left or broken up with someone that didn't really want to do right by them. And it's got them, I don't know, just like feeling a little bit guilty, even though it does seem like they made the right choice. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. You can find that in the description box along with more information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. You can also find a link in the description box to my Etsy shop if you're interested in a homemade soy candle. It's hot here today. I don't like it, but we're gonna make it work. Hello, how's it going, Key Controller? Hello, James. Hello, Famous Seamus. Hello, Sandy. How we doing? You just got new wallpaper. Look at you go. Hello, Sean. Hello, Joaquin. What's happening? Hello, April. How's your day going? So we have a brand new addition to the collection. This is the Lucid Dreams Tarot. It's all saged and ready to go. So let's dive in, shall we? All right. So we have the Devil in the reverse, the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so there's that toxic energy. I don't think I can stay in this relationship. The long-term possibilities seem to have evaporated, and with the Devil in the reverse, they're moving away. They're not going to put up with that energy anymore. So this King of Cups has maybe got like a little bit of some fresh energy around them because they're not dealing with this toxic individual anymore. I'm glad to hear that. Hello, Drew. What else do we have? We have the Chariot. The King of Pentacles and Judgment. So when I realized that things weren't going to work, I had to be kind of measured in my approach. I had to be strategic in terms of having this conversation and making the right plans because they expected things to get a little bit difficult, a little bit dicey. It's like I made the decision and then I had to figure out the best approach. Thank you for the eagle, Sean. But now we have somebody who's walking away from this and feeling like, okay, now I can do what I want. Now I don't have to worry about someone yelling at me all the time. 5 of Cups and the 7 of Cups in the reverse. There's something here that they had to admit to themselves. I was in this karmic relationship where I was dealing with this person that initially I thought I could be with long term, but the reality is I feel like this King of Cups still has feelings for someone else. The toxic nature of their relationship made it even clearer for them. Not only is this not the person that I think I can spend my life with, but I still have feelings for this other individual, right? Hello, August. How are you doing? Hello, Ty. What's up? The Empress. And the 8 of Pentacles. So our King of Cups still has emotions. and a desire for the Empress. The King of Cups does not need to be a man. The Empress does not need to be a woman. But the Empress has been basically content to just sit there and work on themselves. This is someone who knows how to be happy on their own. They do not need to be in a relationship to feel whole. And this King of Cups, maybe finally admitting, like, maybe I just kind of like got into that relationship with this karmic individual to kind of distract myself. The Hierophant in the reverse. Now that I'm single, I'm thinking about that Empress. Am I able to approach that Empress and tell them that actually I've been thinking about them? The obstacle here with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and Justice in the reverse is, what will everybody else say about this? Is it too soon? Are people going to judge me? Do I need to have like a couple of weeks, couple of months before I'm allowed to get into a different relationship? I would in general say it is very good to have some time to yourself after you end a relationship or get out of a relationship so that you can recalibrate. This King of Cups is kind of like, man, I probably need to like give it a moment, but what I'd really like to do is just like zoom right on over and see what's up with this Empress. Yep, the Three of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. Things have changed in my life. Things have changed in the Empress's life. Maybe now we could actually be together. But are the, friends and family members around us going to be judgmental? Maybe. It's a possibility. Let's go with the Noisy Tarot. Hello, Phoenix. How are you doing? Yes, that's a good piece of advice, napping. I agree. What else? Death and the Three of Pentacles. It looks like these two are thinking about each other. Hey, did you hear so-and-so's not in that relationship anymore? Yeah, I heard that they, split up, or that home that they shared together is on the market. Their social media says it's complicated, right? You're gonna be fine, Drew. What else do we have? The Magician and the Devil. Well, I guess we know who the toxic ex is, don't we? So this is someone who, they could be Aries or Capricorn, but what I'm really picking up on is controlling energy or jealous energy. So because this King of Cups had to deal with a lot of angry, combative, not very emotionally mature energy, I think there's a number of friends or family that understand or even predicted there to be some sort of breakup between these two. Like, you always seem so much calmer, or I never really understood why they were always like picking a fight with you. So like, I get why you needed to end that relationship, King of Cups. Like, I would have too. But I don't feel like many people realize that this King of Cups has already got their sights set on the Empress. Hello, Steven. How are you doing? Hello, Juanita. How are you? So we have the Hierophant and the Five of Pentacles. When people are wondering whether or not the King of Cups is okay, like, oh, that seems like a pretty rough breakup. They were together for a while, maybe even married, maybe even had children. The King of Cups is like, no, I'm great. This is wonderful. I have like time to myself. Nobody's like yelling at me. And I'm making plans to go towards this Empress. King of Pentacles in the reverse and the King of Wands. I see that, you know, there's nobody in this Empress's life romantically, and it makes me feel emboldened to finally like shoot my shot. Hi, you might know me from what's that dude's name from The Simpsons? Troy McClure. You might recognize me from such I can't remember how he says it. It's like this King of Cups is like, hi, you might think of me as being in a relationship with that toxic person over there, but I just want to let you know that actually I'm single and I would like to mingle. So what saith you? Would you like to go grab some tacos or, I don't know, crab legs? This is someone who's trying to find the right moment, even though for them, the right moment was like, I broke up with that person I don't really care about anymore, and I wanted to just drive right over to your place. Hello, Bobby. What else do we have? The Ace of Cups in the reverse. Oh, no. I think we're about to have a little bit of drama because this ex that the King of Cups has broken up with is not really accepting this change. Like, yeah, maybe you thought you could just like break up with me and move on, but I'm convinced I can get you back. I'm convinced I can convince you to not actually fully leave. Let's talk about maybe getting back together. Whew. So I guess we can see why they're a little toxic, right? Like, I know what you said. I know you don't necessarily want to be with me, but I think you should reconsider. Yes. Sometimes those grace periods expire. Hello, Fluky. I hope I said your name right. My apologies if I did not. Thank you, Phoenix. Let me add this for you. Can you tell me what's up with Mr. B? And I've added that for you. Thank you. I have a question. Popcorn sounds delicious. All right, so we have the Three of Wands in the reverse and the Empress in the reverse. Oh my. This is like basically saying this King of Cups feels like the Magician and the Empress are like night and day. Hello, spiritual healer. How you doing today? Jeremy's current feelings towards me? And this relationship? Is he seeing anyone new? I've added that for you. Thank you. Well, let's see. We're 14 minutes in, so it should only take about 21 minutes. All right, so this is, oh my, I almost dropped those, y'all. We're gonna try that again. This is the Witch's Tarot. I'm not really sure what you're asking, Fluky. If you're asking for me to pull some cards for you, you can put your request in the super chat. But I do hope that you are feeling well. We have the Ace of Swords and the Tower. So the King of Cups admits or pursues, maybe even a little bit brazenly, the Empress after this breakup. And there are others who are like grabbing their popcorn, right? Like, I mean, I feel like it was like 27 hours ago that you broke up with that person, but okay. You already know what you want next? That's interesting. I think there's gossip that gets back to the karmic or the toxic ex, this magician. The magician does not need to be a man. But this is someone who still feels like they have some sort of hold over the King of Cups, but in reality, the King of Cups views them as controlling, manipulative, and not loving. So they're not exactly interested in reconciliation. And then this Empress in the reverse, or the magician, the ex, hears that the King of Cups is pursuing someone new, and they're like, what? How dare you? Five of Cups. I can't believe you would do that to me on this, the day of my birth. What is that from? Seven of Wands in the reverse. Two of Swords. So whatever hopes they had, I don't even know if I would call them hopes. It almost feels to me like this magician felt like, yeah, we broke up, but whatever, we've broken up before, we always get back together. Nope, this King of Cups is done with them. I don't feel like, you know, we're close. I don't feel like you want to be good to me. So why would I try to resolve the situation with you if I feel like it's just going to be repeating because you don't really care about me, you know? Hello, JR. How are you doing? Hello, Dracula. What's up? Oh, thank you, JR. I appreciate you. What else do we have? Eight of Cups in the reverse. Two of Pentacles. And just like that, you think you can just like ignore me or, you know, forget about me? You're not going to come back around for another opportunity to be with me? How dare you? The audacity. This magician feels like they can do something, because again, they're manipulative. They feel like there's got to be something they can do to get this King of Cups back and make it impossible for this Empress to get into a relationship with their ex. Who's also come through, the King of Cups also came through as the King of Wands. Because they're very interested in this Empress. What I did not experience in my last relationship in terms of compassion or like that caring energy, I see it in you. So that's what I want. I want to be with somebody who's actually going to be loving. Can't really blame them for that, right? Princess or Page of Swords in the reverse and the King of Wands. But this is bad news to the magician who feels some type of way or like I can be controlling here. I feel like I had this King of Cups right where I wanted them, wrapped around my little finger, right? Four of Swords in the reverse. But this magician is starting to realize if the King of Cups has already decided on someone they would like to date, someone else that they're interested in, then it's going to be a lot more difficult for the magician to, you know, reel them back in. Because the King of Cups is already looking somewhere else. No, thank you. You don't make me happy. I've already figured that out. We're good. Hello, Nat Nat. How are you doing today? It just needs the tea. So we have the Eight of Wands. So when this King of Cups pursues the new individual, the Empress, It gets back to the King of Cups ex, the toxic one. Feels like they need to do something or feels like they can prevent this new relationship. So they have questionable motives here. Feeling like they will be able to make this Empress look bad or convince the King of Cups that they were just being silly. That was not the right decision. Of course you want me. How could you not want me? I'm the magician. So we have a jealous ex trying to find a way to manipulate the situation and get that King of Cups to come back to them. Sounds like fun, guys. All right, this is the Yoshitaka Amano. I feel like I should also let you know, because my brothers are in town, I will not be going live for the next, probably not until Monday morning. So, just didn't want you all to go through any withdrawals or anything, but if you have any questions, now would be a good time. I'm gonna go hang out at the swimming pool. I'm gonna make some delicious fried rice, and yeah, have some family time. All right, so we've got the Three of Wands and the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is in the reverse. This is a jealous person taking action. They're basically like, you know what? I know how to make it so you don't like that person. Or I think I could get the Empress to see this King of Cups as not desirable. It doesn't matter which one. Any of them will work for me. Just as long as I can prevent you all from getting together. Then I will be able to actually have some sort of chance at reconciliation with the King of Cups who just broke up with me. So we have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands both in the reverse. Manipulative, jealous, angry energy. How dare you try to replace me? Hello, RK. How are you doing? Don't worry. I still have shorts to upload for you all over the weekend. Hey, Dean, I'm sorry you feel that way. You can find a different channel if this isn't for you, but I still wish you well. We have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. That's impressive to get two aces at the same time. So what can I do? This is like, I'm looking for information. There's got to be something that I can tell the Empress about the King of Cups or tell the King of Cups about the Empress. I think this is someone who feels like, if I'm going to, like, manipulate someone, maybe I need to manipulate the Empress because the King of Cups already knows how I operate. They already expect that kind of stuff from me, right? Hello, CTF. It would be starting shortly, Salvador. Possibly in like an hour. Yep. So we have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Maybe I'll try to mess with both of them. Or maybe I'll try to find a way to make it look to the Empress that this King of Cups is still with me. But this is like, I'm going to put together 3 or 4 different plans to try to keep these two not together or to make it seem like you shouldn't be together, and then I'll get my way. So we've got the Page of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. Oh, that's cute. You have a plan for new love. I'm gonna ruin it. I'm gonna put together a plan. I'm gonna ruin it. And then you won't be able to be with that Empress anyways, and then you'll come back to me. Ta-da! Ha! The High Priestess in the reverse. Ace of Cups. So it doesn't matter who I fool. It doesn't matter who I lie to. Maybe I'll lie to both of them. I'll cast a wide net. A wide suspicious net. And at some point, we'll have somebody that realizes, oh, I guess this is just too much drama for me and I shouldn't try to pursue this relationship. And then this magician will be able to get the King of Cups back. Maybe. There's that manipulative energy. So what can I say to the Empress that would make them think that the King of Cups is not their type or not worth the trouble? Hello, Woozy. How are you doing? Hello. What's up, Rachel? We have the Knight of Pentacles. And the Two of Wands. Putting together a little plan. Trying to find a way to make the King of Cups look bad. I'm sure I can do that. Quite certain. So, what kind of plan is this? What are we doing here? Page of Wands. Five of Wands. I'm going to make it look like this King of Cups is only pretending to be focused on the Empress. I'm going to make it look like they cannot be trusted. Maybe they're, you know, like a cheater or they're lying. Make it seem like they're at my place when they're really not. They're coming up with some sort of illusion. Like, I'll upload a selfie to my social media, and because I still have, I don't know, a sweatshirt or something from that person, I'll just have, like, you know, my cousin wear it, and then I'll make it seem like the King of Cups was over hanging out with me or spent the night with me. All right. That's doing too much in my opinion, but, you know, whatever. All right, let's see what else we have. We're going to go with the Visconti de Moderne. Hello, Manganata. How are you doing? Yep, it's true. What else do we have? Queen of Swords and the World. I feel certain that I can find a way to break up these two so I can get my King of Cups back. I feel like this is someone who's talking to a few people or doing some research on social media, looking for some dirt, right? No, but I have a feeling I know why you're asking that. Third Eye, YouTube does the mirroring. I'm not sure why. But yes, that says Wicked Wands. But if I switch it, then every time I use my camera, it's reversed. So I don't know. I could probably figure it out, but I also know that you could probably figure out what it says. Right? How you doing, though? Oh, Lord. Four of Swords. And the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Emotional manipulation. I'm going to offer something and pretend that I'm being kind or generous or, you know, I have good intentions, but in reality, what I'm trying to do is manipulate or gaslight. Hello, CRG. How are you doing? Hello, Emily. I hope you're having a good day. Yes, exactly. And I hope things get better for you, COG. Hello, Arm. I don't do the sports ball stuff on my channel. There's so much more important things going on. We have the Two of Swords in the reverse. A decision has been made on how to make things difficult. What is this Magician going to do to try to make the King of Cups lose the Empress? The Knight of Swords. Spreading a lie. Eight of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, that's what I thought. This Magician's going to try to make it look like this King of Cups is trying to pursue this Empress while also trying to patch things up with the Magician. I'm willing to put money on this King of Cups doesn't have any interest in getting back together with the Magician. But the Magician is crafty and feels like there's a way to make it look like this is getting back together, or that this King of Cups was, you know, oh, the King of Cups was at my place last night. Yeah. Bet you didn't know that. Hello. Did I say hello to Salvador yet? Hello, Melissa. Hello, Selma. How are we doing? Oh, I hope it's going to get better instead. So we have the Empress in the reverse and the King of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, that's the Magician. Trying to make it seem like there's been some naked time so that the King of Cups doesn't have an opportunity to be with the Empress. That's true. We have the Star and the Hermit in the reverse. Yeah. The King of Cups has no interest in repairing things with the Magician. It's like, I really don't see any reason to do that because you are determined to do things unfairly or in a controlling way. And if this Magician is indeed successful in ruining things between the King of Cups and the Empress, I feel like the Magician's not really anticipating that maybe that would make things even worse as far as this King of Cups and their opinion of the Magician. Like, hey, you know what? I broke up with you like a week ago and decided I liked someone else, but you did me a solid by showing me that that was not the relationship for me by getting involved and manipulating the situation. So you know what? I think I want to get back together with you. That sounds like a great idea. Not? I don't think so. Hello, Mark. How are you doing today? The Tower. Ooh, I think this is this the Queen of Wands? I'm going to make them jealous. But the plan that they have that ruins things, it's like I'm not really strategizing very intelligently because it's just going to make this King of Cups upset with me. Guidance on karma. Thank you, Rachel. I've added that for you. So we have someone who's like, I don't know. This might be kind of difficult. Because if you do that, if you make things untenable for the new relationship that I want, it's just going to make me more upset with you. Maybe the Magician feels like that's what made their relationship last as long as it did. Like, yeah, you broke up with me, but you've broken up with me before, and I think you kind of like it when I get jealous. I don't know about that. I guess we're going to see. All right, let's get a few from... This is the Casanova Oracle. What else? Invitation. I think there's a setup here that's making it look like when the Magician invites the King of Cups over for some naked time, it's like the Magician has some crafty way to make it seem like the King of Cups actually accepted. Like, I know, you think that they're in love with you or that all they want is a relationship with you, but then why was the King of Cups at my place last night? Maybe they're using AI? Doesn't seem legit. Recourse, number 7. So there's got to be something that I can do to make it impossible for the King of Cups to get into a relationship with the Empress, and if that's no longer an option, then obviously they're going to come back to me. Maybe not. Maybe not. All right, sorry, I know I'm running a little bit late. I pull a few from the Love Oracle, and then I'm going to start on those personal questions, okay? Resistance. How can I suppress this new relationship? How can I make this Empress uninterested in the King of Cups? If I just make it clear that there's a lot of questionable energy, then the King of Cups will be mine. And then we can work through these issues and be together. No. The King of Cups has already decided. I don't want anything with you. I'm done. I don't want to reconcile, and if you ruin a relationship that I want to have, that's only going to make me even less desiring of getting back together with you. Hello, no introduction. How are we doing today? But unfortunately, this Magician is only able to think about how much they miss the King of Cups. They're not really seeing the reality of the situation. They just want to be able to control it. If I can get you to question this relationship or the King of Cups, then I can get what I want. No. Cause and effect. They're not anticipating that this King of Cups is going to be like, I like you not very much, and then you did that thing, and now I don't even like you a little bit. I have heard that. All right, we're going to dive into personal questions. Let's see what we've got. This is the Soul Cat Tarot. For Phoenix, what is up with Mr. B and Phoenix, please? What is going on with Mr. B and Phoenix? No introduction. You can put your question in a super chat if you want me to add it to the list. What's up with Mr. B and Phoenix, please? Justice, Queen of Cups in the reverse, and the Tower. There's a changed perspective here. A loss of affection. Someone who feels like things have changed. And with the High Priestess, we have somebody who's picking up on this energy shift. 9 of Pentacles. Intuition is really strong. So it's like, why are you acting weird? Or why does it seem like this isn't what I thought it was? Ten of Cups. There is a strong connection. But it feels to me like we have somebody who's looking at this and thinking, is it love or is this obsession? Is this what I really want? Seven of Cups, thinking about options. Eight of Wands, communication or fast-moving energy. So this is like, you know what? Maybe I'm not really interested anymore. Maybe I have other options. Maybe I could like reclaim that energy and focus on something more important, you know? There's a conversation coming up where it looks like this individual is going to try to almost like love bomb. But I don't think it's enough or like effective enough for this Two of Cups in the reverse to like go away. I don't feel it. I don't feel like I can trust you. I don't feel like this has like the right energy. So it looks to me like we've got some no contact, or at the very least some distance. Like, I need some space. Let me have some time to think about this. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Five of Swords. The problem is we have someone who self-sabotages. So it makes this like kind of tenuous situation seem less doable. Yeah, it's just kind of like, do something real or like leave me alone. So I see distance. I feel like you know you deserve better. Eight of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So you're coming through as the King of Swords. Maybe I used to feel like this had a lot of potential, but now I'm looking at it kind of analytically and I'm like, I don't know. So I feel like you deserve better. I think you know it. I think Mr. B knows you know it. So there's fake energy coming towards you from Mr. B. And the disappointing element here is, if you really want to keep somebody around, don't be trying to use the fake energy to keep them around. Like, it's either like put up or shut up kind of thing, right? This is just going to make you more like, ew. That's all you got is like fake energy? Okay. Hello, Wiser. How are you doing? I think you deserve better. It feels to me like this is either you walking away is what helps Mr. B realize you need to like work on these things or lose me, or like you feel better because you end it, right? You're not with this person anymore. You don't have to try to figure them out or like convince them to do better. Yeah, love is not enough. Not to sound like pessimistic or anything. Love is one of the cornerstones needed for a strong foundation, but it is not the only thing that you need. You do also have to be able to trust someone, and there has to be some genuine energy there. And I feel like you're picking up on this fake energy, like, that's all you got? You know? You deserve better. So I support the Five of Pentacles energy, the walking away energy, because this is kind of immature what you're dealing with from Mr. B. So I'm wishing you healing energy and maybe some fresh energy, some healing energy, right? Hello, Joseph. Hello, Mac. How are you doing? You don't have to wish that there's sadness, but also the only way people learn how to work on that emotional maturity when they've gone so low as to try to love bomb is if they actually lose whoever they're trying to love bomb. It's no guarantee, but they're not going to learn if you keep staying around, right? All right. Let's see what we've got. Hello, Christina. How are you doing? Let's see what we've got for spiritual healer. Jeremy's current feels towards spiritual healer, please. And the relationship. Queen of Chalices or the Queen of Cups. Where is this hair on my face? Sorry, guys. Queen of Chalices, the Nine of Swords, and the King of Swords in the reverse. I feel like somebody's upset or like anxious because it's like, I want you to see things in a certain way, but I haven't been fully honest. Or somebody is cold instead of emotionally available. So we have this Page of Cups in the reverse. Like, I offered you my cup of love, and you're over here like distracted, like ordering a pizza or something. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse, Nine of Cups in the reverse. I don't really like this. This seems dismissive. Emotional maturity seems to not be a thing. This is like, yeah, I could maybe fix things or I could work with you on the problems that we have, but that sounds like a lot of work, you know? Dr. Pepper does help. What else? Emperor in the reverse. I don't know how to fix it, or I don't know how to put forth that much effort or energy, so I guess I'm just going to have to accept that it's not working out. So is this saying that Jeremy has given up? Not fully, but it's like, if you want to fix it, that's fine. I'm just not going to be like putting in a lot of effort, you know? Yes. Could it be done better? Good point. So there's still a connection here, but a bit of a lack of like dedication to making things right. So the Ten of Swords is in the reverse. It's like, if you want to make it right, that's fine, but I'm not going to like go through a lot of effort to make things better. It's like if somebody saw a building on fire and they were just kind of like, huh, that's weird. I guess. So anyways, I'm going to go get some pickles, you know? I'm going to go get some chips. It's a little bit cold. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. This might not work out, but whatever, this too shall pass. I don't like that. I feel like if this individual was a little bit more emotionally mature, then there would be like a, maybe we need to talk about this. Maybe we need to like, you know, roll up our sleeves and do some work. Two of Wands. Maybe I'll make some plans or think about what I could do, but when it comes to actually taking that action, I don't know if I'm going to do it. Yes, I do think avoidant energy is a good way of saying it. So will this change? I don't see it changing. Is Jeremy seeing someone else? No. It's like, yeah, there's like options and stuff, but that takes energy. That takes effort. I was just going to say this person seems a little bit lazy to me. Like, procrastination or just kind of like, meh, whatever, you know, whatever will be, but I'm not going to like lift a finger. I'm not going to like make a lot of effort. Chariot in the reverse and Page of Swords. So I don't see a lot of maturity here, and I don't see a lot of desire to change behaviors. And again, just like the last one, you deserve better than that. Because you put forth effort, you've been trying to communicate, but this person's just kind of like, whatever. You deserve somebody who's at least willing to like have a conversation and see if there's something that they can do to work on it with you. Find some common ground, right? Yes, delicious. And I do love banana bread. I realize it's like, you know, 20% sugar, but it's delicious. Oh, walk away. This is saying he's not going to learn anything. He's just like, oh, it's on fire? Darn. So why should you be the one to put in all that effort? If your partner is not willing to meet you halfway, that's showing disrespect, right? If you truly care about someone, you should be trying to do something or working with your partner on those issues. This is like, I don't care. All right. You deserve someone who cares, who wants to like make that effort. So show yourself the love and the respect that this person apparently is too lazy to show you. I feel like you'll find someone better. Someone who has that emotional availability figured out. But the thing is, when you have that healing energy, you attract people who want you to fix everything for them, right? Yes, exactly what Meganato said. I bet it could be third eye. All right, I'm wishing you healing and, you know, more loving energy. And thank you, spiritual healer. We're going to see what we've got for Rachel. What guidance do we have for Rachel with regards to karma? What does Rachel need to know about her karma? The Sun in the reverse, the Knight of Swords, Judgment in the reverse, Knight of Chalices or Knight of Cups in the reverse, and the Chariot. It feels like there's negative influences around you that might have an impact on how you feel you should be doing things or what you feel like you can accomplish. Maybe even people who like kind of talk down on what it is that you do or how you approach things. Maybe not to your face, maybe behind your back, but I feel like there's some forward moving like progress ahead. So it's important for you to let go of or maybe even like sage a little bit, but I see you releasing some negative energy from the people that you've been dealing with. It could literally mean that you are ending friendships or ending a relationship, but there's this toxic, stagnant energy that's been making things a little bit more difficult than they need to be. And I see you breaking free of that energy. And when you break free of that energy, or when you have, you know, a little bit more time to yourself or a little bit of distance between you and the toxic energies around you, you're able to manifest in more things that you are looking for. So do not waste time feeling guilty for having requirements of respect in order to deal with people that, you know, are friends or family or whatever. I see you walking away from people, more than one person, and it enables you to have a happier life. Well, I believe in you. you've got some really beautiful energy coming your way because you like clean up the energy around you. Yeah, so just remember that you got to take care of yourself. If you have to sacrifice the things that you need to do for yourself in order to be there for someone else, ask yourself, is that person doing what they need to do for themselves, or are they just expecting you to clean everything up for them? Because I feel like when you walk away from a few friends, or when you choose a different social group, things get easier, much easier for you. So I feel like you've already done what you need to for the friends or the family around you, and this new setting or this new energy, this new social group is going to feel like a breath of fresh air. The number 8 is really important for you right now. But you're about to have more effective, intuitive energy, a better understanding of how to approach things, more success with regards to your finances, and less drama in your social life. All of this is because you're no longer dealing with some people who are toxic or just like drama, right? What's the direction that Rochelle needs, please? Page of Cups in the reverse. 3 of Pentacles. Tower. Lovers. The most important thing is choosing the spaces where you spend your time more selectively. There are people you don't need to hang out with, or there are places you don't need to go. And I feel like you end up being drawn, like there's a magnetism here, to a different job or a different living situation. And you build on what you have until you can make that happen. But there's people who are being removed from your life. I'm not saying everyone around you is bad, but you know who you need to walk away from. In particular, there's a King of Cups in the reverse who is immature and does not like do anything for themselves. Does not have to be a man. But it is about what you're surrounded with and what you face each day. If you need to move or if you need to get a different job, those tend to be really impactful places to begin, and it impacts who you're around, right? But you've got strong intuition. This 9 of Pentacles. You may even dream about it. So trust your gut. It's going to show you where you need to go or what you need to change. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a different group of people around you and a better, like, influential energy. So I'm proud of you. Remember, you're stronger than you realize. And if you end up inspiring other people to make changes in their life too, awesome. But you do not have to carry the weight of that responsibility for everyone around you. You're taking care of yourself, right? All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for hyping if you're able to. And